What's up with everybody, man? I'm your host, Ivy, and you're sparking up with Vans and Weed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that post notifications button, man. Today we got Rebel Status with us.
Status, yeah. What's up?
What's happening, man?
Hey, it's chilling, man. It's good. It's good to meet y'all.
Man, no, for sure.
Yeah, you know.
See the man behind the plan. You feel me? Nobody know what you look like.
Nah, yeah. Everybody be saying some shit for real.
Yeah.
People used to think it's my friend and shit. I got a homie Frosty, and they'll always be like, "Oh, you're Rebel Status," and I'll be like, "That's it."
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But I kind of like it that way, you know. Like I don't like my face too much in it. I'm trying to like show off the brand, you know.
Right,
it's not about me.
Right.
It's about like whatever you can push behind it, you know.
Nah, that's a fact, but that's how I feel about it. Like, cause you know I be behind the camera.
Yeah,
so
y'all be behind. That's why I was like, damn, I don't know what y'all really look like.
Yeah,
so,
they be thinking we dudes and hella shit.
Nah,
they be like, yeah, brother, can I get an interview? I'm a whole girl.
For real.
All type of shit. But I see what you're saying. Though. Like, I want to focus on the brand too. That's why I rather do podcasts with it being the artists or whoever's in the camera to be focused on them. You feel me? Rather than me being in it and all the antics and shit like that. I'd rather be focused on y'all.
Y'all ever seen Hard Knock TV, like way back in the day?
Nah, what's that?
They used to do like interviews for like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, like back in like 2012, 2011. Oh. But he was like never behind the camera, or he was always behind the camera. Mm-hmm. So people were always like, what the fuck do you look like? Right. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like y'all gotta go for that for sure. You know?
Oh God. But sometimes niggas be know who he is just because I post my pictures of myself.
Everyone thought, yeah.
So I be like, oh yeah, that's Vans and Weed. But then sometimes I be like, damn. Maybe I should delete the motherfucker. So
for real. I think it's cool if it's like those who know, but like if you ain't there, you ain't gonna see it. You know?
Exactly. If you know, you know type shit. Oh God, man. Well, the holidays is coming up, man. What's your favorite thing about Christmas?
Christmas just feels hella nice to me, for real. Like, I know it's like the worst time for some people, but when like someone's like in a good mood, you know, like people like are really turned on by that shit. Like they're like, oh, I could give back more, like blah blah blah. I like that shit. Like seeing more people like being like hospitable to, I don't know, people being a decent human being. You know what I mean? Yeah. You may see like a lot of fucked up shit at the end of the day, especially what's going on in this fucking world right now. But you know, like people trying to do what they can. I feel like, and you know, not saying more couldn't be done, but you know, like, you know, show love and positivity where you can, and like it's a great thing to feel throughout the day. Yeah. And you know, if you got loved ones, you know, tell them you love them, give them a big old hug for the holidays. You know, that's a big one. You know. Oh God, like definitely. I be hearing a lot of people saying how like when they get older, Christmas ain't the same. Like, you feel me? I feel like it's different, but it's still the same if you look around. You know what I mean? Like, stop looking at your phone. I noticed, like, bro, like my headphones recently got lost, so I've been like looking out, you know, not staring at my phone all day, and like it's like I can still see people like having fun, like in their Santa costumes or their elf outfits or whatever the fuck, and like the lights on the streets and shit.
Yeah,
like,
on the houses and shit. Yeah.
That's all I can ask for, you know. Like I got enough money to, you know, like take care of my people. Like that's all that matters, you know. Man, that's how I feel about it, bro. I'm like Christmas is like. Christmas is the same, bro. We just got older. For real, exactly. Now you just see some fucked up shit too. Exactly, you know? You gonna see some fucked up shit because when you're younger, you don't really. You so oblivious to everything in the world. For like, real. You be happy with one thing too. Yeah. Juice, you feel me? But now it's like, okay, like we get older, we see the bullshit, but it's just like, man, like sometimes, like you're right. Sometimes around this time, it's really hard for a lot of people, especially if you lost people, all type of shit. Exactly. Yeah. But like. For the people that I have lost people too, but I still be like, man, who doesn't? I'm still here. You exactly. Like, be thankful, you know. Yeah. Think about the people that are gone too. You know, they don't want you like being sad all the time about like them being gone. Like, celebrate their life, celebrate what they can't celebrate now. Exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly. That's just life. You feel me? That's just life, bro. What's the worst gift you ever got? The worst gift I ever got, bro. Actually, it's kind of crazy. When I was like. I was little as fuck. I was like 5 years old, you know? Like, as a 5-year-old, you want, like, toys. You want something you can run around with and, like, do. I remember my cousins bought me a beach chair. And I remember, like, that was, like, the first time my, like, your parents try to teach you, like, oh, always say thank you, like, blah, blah, blah. But they could, like, see it on my face. I'm like, a beach chair? Yeah. Like, what the fuck am I? Yeah, for real. And, like, I felt so bad, like, looking back, because I was, like, trying to, like, be like, oh, I like it. But it was, like, so obvious I don't. So they were like, we'll take it back for you. And I'm like, damn, my bad. Like, I didn't mean to be rude about it. Yeah, I'm going to be rude, but damn, I ain't want no beach chair. For real. Like, what's a 5-year-old going to do with a beach chair? Come on. Like, a toy or something. For real. Like, you just give me something. Like, ball, bro? Like, come on. I'd be fine. Like, come on.
gave you a little beach ball.
For real, something. Like, come on now.
Yeah, nah, it's funny as fuck because I've been seeing on TikTok how people been doing this little Secret Santa shit.
Oh, and they be getting like the worst gifts.
Yeah, getting the worst gifts.
Damn,
I'm like,
for
bruh,
real.
like people be getting fucking. I seen a teacher get fucking some used ass crayons.
Nice.
In the back of the cabinet. I'm like, bitch, you wrong. You could at least got me something from the Dollar Tree.
Bro, it's not even. Yeah, it's not that expensive.
Yeah,
Come on now.
Bruh.
That's
people
crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. People be grabbing when it come to gifts, bruh. But I try to be grateful. But I ain't gonna lie. On Christmas, I bet it. What?
Yeah. You ever gotten something where you're like, damn, like what the fuck is this?
Man.
Yeah,
bruh, I ain't gonna lie. I think we all have. But I'm like, okay, thank you. Back in my head, bitch. I want to take my gift back. I got your ass.
For real.
I get somebody a gift. I ain't get shit. That's what threw me off. I was like, right, you ain't give me nothing.
I do be stingy with it too. Like if it's a gift, like if I know you ain't give me gifts on Christmas, like I'm not usually gonna give you a gift because it's like, you know, like it's all good.
It's
like
gift
I still love you. Yeah, you know.
I'll give you a hug. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, for real.
Text,
you know, but these bills are due.
Especially when out here, California.
For real.
Man, rent's high, groceries high. We gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank God we can be able to take care of ourselves. A lot of niggas is homeless, bro.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah. But hey, you know, Barry got a different type of game. I was talking to my homie. We know this dude who's not to like blow him up, but you know, he don't got a spot to live at currently. And he just got flew out to Hawaii. I'm like, bro, how the fuck did you finesse your way into that? Like,
you ever notice broke
what kind of game you got? Like,
they be finessing their way on all type of shit.
Like, what the fuck? For real, yeah, dead ass though.
I'm like, you ain't got nowhere to stay, but you got all type of shit. Like,
for real, they be like flexing for the gram. It's like, bro, where the fuck's your house at though?
Like, for the girl, like, I know you for real, bro. Like, that's another thing, bro. We can get into that all day, but. What the fuck?
I mean, hey, you know, all part of the game.
Nah, let's get into you though, cause bro, we can talk about that shit, bro. Niggas all day flexing on Instagram. Talk about where you from, your upbringing.
Yeah. So I'm from it's a little town called Temecula. It's like right in between San Diego and LA. It's like 2-hour drive either way. It's a suburb, you know, it's like a nice little suburban area, but like I don't know, it's like a weird spot to grow up in. I feel like if you're like not like trying to fit into the norm, you know what I mean? Right. It's like small town mentality. It's a bunch of like white folks usually, you know, like trying to be like, oh, I'm gonna work at this factory. Like we have a bunch of wineries, so they're like, I'm gonna work at this winery for the rest of my life, or I'm gonna get into, you know, XYZ, you know, and stay here for the rest of my life. And like growing up, I was always like, you know, like more on the creative side. I was doing hella shit, you know. I was like kind of like trying to like make my own toys and shit, like break my toys, make some shit apart, and people would always be like, this is fucking weird, you're like a weirdo, like what the fuck is going on? So I just didn't really fit in there, you know. And my brother moved to Frisco when I was like 8 years old, so I'd been in and out of the Bay like my whole life. He moved to Oakland when I was like 13, so I'd been in East Oakland and shit for a bunch of time. And then when I turned 20, I was just like, I can't fucking live here anymore. So I moved here. I had a homegirl who went to State, and she was like, hey, like, I live in this big ass space. You could rent it with me. It's gonna be $300.
Right. Oh,
and
shit.
Then, but you get there though, and then it's like 8 motherfuckers in like a 2-bedroom house.
Hell no, no wonder
It was actually fun for like the time it was, but like, you know, like obviously I couldn't stay there type shit. I was like, I'm not trying to fucking live with 1 million people in a house.
Hell no, all personalities and shit, bro. We over here eating people food and shit.
That's not, beef definitely started happening at some point. But you know, it's all part of it. And like I'm thankful that the fucking shit even happened, you know. Like I've lived out here like almost 8 years now, and I love living out here, you know. It's like it's a new life, new beginning, you know.
Yeah, for sure. So what's the difference between Southern California and Northern California for you? Like your experience?
I mean, it kind of depends on where you're at personally, but like for me, like I'm like in a town surrounded by a bunch of, you know, like country ass like white folks, like hella like racist, being like pretty like open about it, you know, kind of weird. So like, you know, coming from there and then coming from like to a big ass city that's pretty like, you know, still pretty shitty, like liberal, like they're treating their, you know, folks like shit and stuff. But like, you know, like a bunch of bullshit still happening, but it's like I'd rather deal with this kind of bullshit than like that kind of bullshit, you know. I used to get like in trouble all the time for like smoking weed, like I'd get pulled over or like, you know, stop people like checking me and shit, but like San Francisco, they don't give a fuck. They're like, bro, can you do that over here? And I'm like, oh, thank God, like, you know, like, no, for sure. So it's a big difference for me. But like, I know it's like different in LA for sure. Like, I didn't like grow up out there, but I like stayed out there for a little, you know, spent some time, and it's different, you know. It depends on what you're trying to get into. Like, I feel like out here it's a lot more like people are like more down to earth, and they're trying to be like, they're trying to talk to you, you know. Like I feel like in LA it's like, what can I get out of this person? And like, you know, like you know, depending on who you are, like I know like hella people from LA that aren't like that, but you know, like just that kind of energy around like a big hub like that, like hella people trying to become the most famous like next thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Out here people are just like, yo, I'm trying to chill, I'm trying to figure it out, like I'm trying to get it my own way.
Right.
How the fuck do I do that, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So a lot of game sucked up out here for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Like, don't get me wrong, like I really love living out here, especially like the scenery, all type of shit, the people.
Yeah.
But I also feel like it's a lot of crabs in the bucket type shit.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
It'd be super
You get
hard.
stuck for sure with some people, and it's like, damn, like
that's my biggest thing.
Yeah,
like,
the community.
I don't want to get stuck out here.
Yeah. I think like, especially if y'all are like from here, I think y'all should, you know, venture out, see what's out there. Like, definitely. I'm thinking about doing it too. Like, I've been hearing like, when I get to the 10-year mark, I'm kind of like debating, you know, like if I'm making good money out here, maybe I stay out here. But if I'm not making, if I could make more, I'm gonna be like, what else is next for me? You know?
Can I go to?
Yeah. You know, like if you carved out lane out here, and y'all have done like a pretty, you know, good job carving lane out here.
Right.
Y'all should go to fucking LA or New York or
goal,
Texas,
man.
or wherever the fuck y'all want to go. You know, like I don't think you should feel like you have to stick to one spot. You know, like it works for some people. You know, like look at La Russell. You know, he got it out of his backyard, but you know, not everyone can do that. I feel like
exactly.
You know?
Everybody ain't got no damn backyard to get
exactly for real. You know, exactly. And so it's like, you know, get it where it works, you know, and you know, live life. Don't fucking be stuck somewhere for like the rest of your life. If you feel stagnant and shit, maybe you gotta get out of it, you know?
Man, you got to, bro. That's the only way to do that shit, bro. People don't understand that shit. They think they gotta only make it out here, but it's only places, bro. Like,
there are people like no one met here that never left here, and like you know, it's crazy
left,
like
bro,
thing. It's like whoa, but there's like so much culture going on here too that it's like you definitely get some game out here, but it's like where does the ceiling come in? You know, like some people don't know where the ceiling is. Some people touched it fucking a decade ago and don't know.
Still in this motherfucker.
Yeah, you know,
leave my boy.
Dead ass, like come on,
why they ain't
spread your wings. Yeah. Figure it out. Yeah.
No, for sure, man. Talk about Rebel Status, man. Talk about how you started it, where you got the name.
Oh damn, yeah. That's actually hella back. So I was in, I think it was either like late middle school or early high school.
Yeah.
I had this homie at the time, and like we were like one of the only, like, not gonna say the only, but we're like one of the few people like trying to do like creative shit like in our town, you know. So I was saying like when I'm like 13, 14, I wanted to make this record label, and I was gonna call it Rebel Status.
Mm-hmm.
There's this rapper who was from Hawthorne, which is like in LA kind of.
Mm-hmm.
His name's Kixie Siete. He doesn't even make music anymore, but he had this bar. I forget exactly how it goes, but he's like, I'm on my rebel status, I'm heavy metal swagging, something like that, you know? He's made some cool ass bar, and like I really fucked with it. And then like I don't know why, but like rebel status always like stuck out to me, like in that bar. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? And then like, you know, I kind of just started getting into it. And when I came out here, I still kind of wanted it to be a record label. I was like trying to make music at the time, and I didn't really like anything I'm making. I don't really like my voice. I was trying to make beats, you know, I was trying to rap. None of this shit was really working.
Right.
So some of my friends, I was like trying to sell like vintage clothes at the time too. I had like hella Polo, hella Lacoste, like Tommy Hilfiger, shit like that. And they're like, why don't you just like make a brand? Like, why don't you just like pivot into making clothes? Cause you're already like making or looking at like buying shit. Like, why don't you just make your own shit? So I started doing that. And it kind of just like turned into that, you know. It slowly kind of started going back into like music and shit. Like my homie Frosty I was talking about earlier, he kind of like helped me take this shit serious again, because I started in 2016 and I'd kind of like lost the momentum. I kind of like started doubting myself. And so so I stopped doing it for a little minute, and I was in Oakland and he was in Frisco, so he wouldn't even see me that often, but he would come to like across the bridge every, you know, month or so and be like, yo, you know, like kick it with me for a little bit, and he'd be like, you should make clothes again, like the clothes you made were dope, like please. And then so eventually I just started making them again, and it kind of like evolved when I did this Rebel U thing. I don't know if y'all ever see me post it, but yeah. So like I like started putting, cause like, you know, obviously music is still like something I super love, but like if I could put fashion and music together, then it's like, oh, I get to live the best of both worlds, you know. Like I still get to chase like that dream as a kid that I had for music, but now I get to like be in a different chair, you know what I mean? So I just started like working with hella artists, and we eventually like got this little crew together, and that now they're Rebel Status like as the music collective, and they make their own shit. Like I'm not like involved in the music process, but like I help in like marketing and shit, trying to like get them to do their shit. But like, you know, we're just trying to figure it out, you know, trying to figure out what the fuck we're doing, you know. Yeah. So it's a lot of like fun shit for me because like I get to like do the managing side of music, but then it's also cool because, you know, I gotta do my own shit too. Like I gotta work on whatever the fuck I want, pants, shirts, jackets, like whatever the fuck still works for me, you know.
Right. Yeah, that's a fact, man. Let's get into Rebel U. I know you said like, you know, you got these artists and you started having to participate in what you was doing. How'd you go about finding artists that you liked, all type of shit?
It was actually pretty easy. So like I knew my homie Frosty, and he introduced me to a bunch of artists around San Francisco. So there's this dude, Afterthought. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but he's a pretty big like dude in San Francisco. Like he's got a pretty big momentum, and I had met him through doing like this shoot for one of my clothing brands like a while back before I'd done the Rebel U thing. And so I tapped in with him about it, and I was like, hey, I have this idea, like could you show me a couple artists you think would be down to like do this? So he gave me like, I don't know, 15 people, and I already had my own list of people, and it was maybe like 5 or 10 people. And then I was like, okay, like I have enough people. And then my homie Frosty was like, yo, you should just do 100 because you already know there's fucking a million of us, like why don't you just try and look around? So I just started doing, after I do an artist, I'd be like, hey, do you know anyone? Hey, do you know anyone? You know, and like it just kept building and building and building. And then, you know, you met hella people, fucking me, like some hella talented people out here, you know. There's fucking, I can't even explain. There's like too many people, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think like we're in this like tiny ass spot, but like so many people do like so many like crazy ass things. Like, you're like, what the fuck?
The dopest shit ever, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, hey, that kind of got me to y'all too, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't directly, but like people, you know, word of mouth. Like I seen Poozy do it. I seen, who else was on here and did some shit? Kilo, yeah. Okay, yeah. That's Scando, yeah. All homies, yeah. Like, and you know, like once you see that shit, it's like, oh, okay, you know, like all this shit opens up doors, you know. More people, you know, doing some shit, more people they might know doing some other shit.
It's really about who you know at the end of the day.
Yeah, bro. Don't worry about that diploma, you know. Do whatever the fuck you want, but you know, it's all about who you know.
Yeah, no, at the end of the day, it's about who you know, bro. Because I say you could be the weakest person ever, but it, like in whatever you do, but if you know the right people,
that's all that matters.
That's
for
all
real.
That matter, bro. I done seen some niggas that can't even rap. None of that shit be on.
For real, dead ass though. I'd be like, wait, what?
Yeah, like how the fuck did you make it? It don't matter. It's about who they know.
Dead ass though.
Yeah, no, that Rebel U shit was dope, bro. Especially with like just like the classroom shit, like the photos, putting them all together.
It was a fun time for sure. It was hella stressful to put all that shit together, but like it was definitely like fun times. Meeting all those people too. Like I knew like, you know, a handful of people out here in the Bay, but like meeting like 100+ people is like, that's like a different level, you know.
Yeah, it is different, especially like, bro, because a lot of people don't even meet 100 people in their lifetime.
For dead ass, so people be hella quiet, exclusive. Yeah. And I'm like a pretty reserved person, you know. I'm not like hella extroverted or nothing. So like, I don't know, the fact that like I'd be like an introverted ass person and like everywhere I'm going out now it's like, oh fuck, here's this person, you know, like damn, I just ran into so and so, you know.
Right.
It's a cool feeling though, you know, like it feels more like I have more roots to the Bay, you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah, especially coming from where you come from, bro. Like a small town, you come out here and meet all these fucking
hella
people.
Fucking weird,
yeah, no, that shit is dope, bro. Especially with just us just doing our podcast, not even podcast, I call it more like a show, just like getting to know people.
That's what it is for sure.
Just getting to know these different people is dope as fuck. I'm like, man, they was in my backyard this whole time and I had no idea. So many dope ass people around me. Like this shit it's amazing to do. You feel me? So yeah, keep going with that shit, bro. Like,
hey,
we need another Rebel U.
I'm kind of trying to think about like how to like evolve it. You know, I've been trying some things, but you know, sometimes you talk to artists. The thing is, like, I'm trying to like, you know how like artists out here, especially we're talking about crabs in a bucket, like people get stuck in these communities and it's like, bro, there's like a dope artist just like you over here that you don't talk to, like just because y'all don't talk like doesn't mean y'all couldn't make some dope shit. Like,
exactly,
you don't have to be like best friends or anything, but y'all can make money together. So what the fuck does it matter? Yeah
bro, but that's when the politics can come in, like, okay,
definitely.
But shit, man, if it's gonna make me some money, I don't give a fuck who you is.
Come on now,
like, you feel me? If it ain't got nothing to do with nobody dying or nothing like that,
for real, are you doing some crazy shit? Yeah, exactly. Like, come on.
For sure, man. I want to talk about you and Mario working together with the Rebel Status Co. and the Almost Famous.
Yeah.
How'd that get started?
Cool.
How did you meet him first?
So, obviously you fucking know Mario forever, like from fucking Mario, you know. So I'd seen him everywhere. I'd always like run into him, but like very like casually, and then like because like, you know, no one knows like what I look like, he would just pass me up and be like, yo, what's up, and then like, you know, pass on to the next one. But so I was vending for Stunnaman's birthday over in, I forget where it's called, but it's across the street from the Costco in Frisco, and he was there and he was like, yo, your Rebel status, like I've been trying to do like a clothing thing. I don't really have any ideas, but it would be dang to get a collab because I like your quality and shit. So I was like, okay, cool. And I didn't have any ideas at the time either. But then maybe like 6 months passed and I was like, yo, like I made this reversible jacket like a long time ago. Like maybe I could like fix that up, figure out a new way to do it, and we could put our own spin on it. And he was like, oh, okay, like it's dope too, because like we're not that this like needs a meaning or anything, but like we were saying it'd be cool because like there's kind of two sides to the Bay, you know. There's like a really colorful, like bright, like everyone likes wearing colors type shit, but then there are also those dudes that can only wear black, it's all black everything all the time. So we kind of tried to do that, like so his side's like the all black almost famous side, and then my side's got like the colorful camo type shit. And you know, it worked out pretty good. You know, we've been selling a few of them. Christmas time, I'm sure people are trying to get the gifts out. You know, it's definitely cool. It's definitely one of the better ones that I have released so far, for sure. It's probably the best shit I made, you know. It's fun for sure. It's nice and warm. And you know, 2 for 1, you can't beat a 2 for 1. You know?
You definitely can't beat a 2 for 1.
For real, come on, you know, you want to wear all black for the day, you got it. You want to wear something colorful, you got it.
That bitch around.
For real, easy peasy, you know.
Yeah, nah, for sure, man. Just with the whole clothing and the fashion, you know, I feel like there isn't a lot of people, I feel like, out here that do that a lot. It's always in other states and shit like that. Maybe
like clothing, you're saying?
Yeah, clothing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like cause I don't really know anybody. Whenever I go shopping, I don't really shop out here. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you go like online or what?
I go online. You know what I'm saying? And I would love to find, you know, more people that do what you do.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah. I think like, I don't mean to like talk shit on like my community especially, but like I see like a lot of people that make clothes out here, and my personal like, I'm not like problem, but like I think like it is kind of a problem. Is like Bay designers for like clothing people make stuff only for the Bay. Like that's a big problem for me. Like you're only making something for San Francisco. You're only making something for Oakland. You're only making something for Richmond. You're only making something for Vallejo.
Everybody don't want to wear that shit.
Yeah, it's like you can't even get like a San Francisco motherfucker to wear your Vallejo merch, bro. Like it's not gonna work. Like you need to figure, like, sure, put in the colors or something. Put in a green and yellow. Put in a orange. Put in a red. Put in whatever the fuck you need. But like you don't need to be stuck on, oh, I'm from San Francisco, or I'm from Oakland, or I'm from, like, there's so much beyond that. You know what I mean? Especially people, like, there's like, sure, there's however many people here, like 10 million or whatever the fuck, but like there's fucking 7 billion people out there, bro. Like, not everyone wants to wear a San Francisco shirt or an Oakland shirt.
Come on, bro. I know I don't all the time, bro. That shit like universal, where everybody can wear that shit.
Exactly. That's like my thing with it. Like that's what I try to do, you know? Like I don't really want to be boxed in as like I'm a Bay Area designer or whatever. Like I feel like people get stuck there, and that's cool for them. Like if they can make money doing that shit, like all power to you, bro. But like if you're like wanting to like branch out and you're wondering like, why isn't my shit working? It's like, bro, you're talking about San Francisco, but like the world wants to see what you want to do.
Exactly, bro. That's 100 too, because we used to do a lot of merch and shit like that, but we had stopped because we was just like, man, we only making shit with weed on it and shit like that. Yeah, that too,
exactly. People get stuck into all that kind of shit.
Bro, I want to make, because I feel like I know how to dress.
Yeah. Y'all got fits on.
Yeah, and I'm like, I want to make shit that I'm actually wearing.
Yeah, exactly.
I looked at myself, I said, well, I'm not even wearing my shit.
Yep.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah. Like, I've been there too. I think everyone gets stuck in that, right? Like in the beginning, like you're so like trying to cater to an audience that like doesn't really even exist. Man. Like you're trying to be like, yo, like let me make this shit because people will like this. I remember all the time I'd be like, people would like this because it's different. Right. And then I'd be like, well, why the fuck aren't I wearing it? And like, but now it's like, oh, let me just make what the fuck I see. Like if I see something I like, I'll like change it up a little bit, you know, like make sure it's still my own shit.
Right, no, for sure.
But like I'm gonna make some shit I want to wear at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
That's the biggest thing. You have to make something that you're gonna wear, because then again, people who gonna wear that shit?
Exactly. What the fuck? If you're not wearing it, that's a problem.
That's a problem, bro. Oh God, like, but how do you go about quality? Because my biggest thing is when I buy something that's cheap ass quality, I never want to buy it again.
Exactly. No, yeah. You know I feel like it depends on, you gotta like find the right people to go to, you know, like if you're like trying to buy a Hanes t-shirt or like a fucking Gildan t-shirt, like I
sold one of them before. Like,
bro, yeah, me too. Like,
would you selling me a Hanes t-shirt?
Bro, it's fucking, you get stuck there, you know, like you're just trying to figure it out, right? But like the whole thing is like, you should want something that's gonna last like to like your kid's lifetime. You know what I mean? Like you want something you could like pass down to your kid and be like, yo, this was fly back in the day. It'll be fly again. You know? So like I always like go for, you can like talk to manufacturers or like even like t-shirt press people and be like, yo, like you guys have a heavyweight like shirt, jacket, whatever, like what's the GCM? That's like the secret word. If you say GCM, they'll be like, oh fuck, this person knows what they're talking about. Yeah. So like if they're doing like a low number, like I think it's like 300 and below is like like it's all right, but like, you know, maybe after a couple years you're gonna start getting some rips in there.
Right.
If you go like 400 and up, then they'll be like, oh, okay, like then you know you're dealing with some good shit. So like I'm always just like, yo, just give me the heaviest shit you got. Like I'm trying to make sure this shit lasts like to like my kids get it, you know, type shit. Exactly. So I don't know, like you just gotta find the right people to talk to. Like if you're fucking stuck, like I don't know, fucking stuck on Hayden's tees and Gildan tees, you ain't gonna win shit, you know. And not everybody could be V-Lone. I know V-Lone did that for a minute.
Man, but that's because they already had a brand. He already had a brand.
That's about who you know, not exactly.
It's different like that. But if you come from nothing, you don't have no audience, no nothing, and you trying to sell this shit, you're not gonna go far.
For real, I actually when I first started, I worked with this t-shirt person that I didn't know very well at the time, and like I did a collab with another friend of mine at the time. His name's Nico D. He makes music too, and we did these t-shirts, and I felt so bad because I got them and like I could see like the screen print already running.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And so like I sold it to some people, and like later, you know, like maybe a year or two later, they had come up to me and they're like, oh, like I bought your shit. That shit flaked off in a minute, bro. And it's like, it don't do that anymore. I promise, bro. You know. So like that's like something you gotta pay for forever after that, because you give that to the wrong person, like, you know, like about who you know and what you know, whatever. But like if you gave that to like a famous person or like a person that has like clout to like get at you in front of more people, and your shit rubs off in the first second, they're always gonna be like, well, that's a shitty brand. Like
you watch that shit, it's over with.
It's over, it's gone. Come on now. So you know, it's a big part, bro. Exactly. Make sure, even if like that goes for music too, you know, make sure your shit's mastered and shit, you know.
Come on, bro,
like,
mix that shit.
Mix that
we
shit
don't
want
to hear unmixed music, bro. Sometimes it'll work for some people.
Sometimes, but it's not everybody. And it's most people too.
It's most people. Oh my god, bro, that shit be so crazy. Like I don't even know, bro. Like y'all gotta do better when it comes to shit like that. Like,
for real, it's quality control, you know. Just like just figure it out.
Quantity. We don't want hella bad stuff.
Yeah, for real.
Give us one good body of work.
Exactly.
Out of here.
For real.
Every time.
People still got that, you know, the little B effect, you know. 100 songs, you got 5 good ones, you know. Like that's still 5 hits, you know. Exactly. But it's not gonna work for everybody, you know.
Everybody ain't Lil B, nigga. Everybody ain't ASAP Bari.
For real.
You feel me? So get that shit together is all I can say. So we also seen you be like doing shows and shit.
Yeah,
talk about that.
I'm actually like super, like at this moment in time, I'm really not into doing shows, but just because like all the politics and bullshit that came with it, we did like a first show out in El Rio. It's like on the Mission in San Francisco. We sold it out, so you know, it was cool. It was like a really great experience. But you know, like you're learning through like bullshit. Like we're learning about like audio quality, like what we had to do to like get the speakers right and everything, and like sound check and shit like that. And then people got like egos and shit too, you know, like especially when you do like a thing for like 100 artists, right? Like so it's like you can only get like tops like 8 artists on a stage. People are like, how come they get a chance and I didn't? It's like, bro, chill out. Like it's gonna happen.
Exactly. Come on,
you know,
bro.
like I know some people who like fucking tried me for some shit, and it's like, bro, like what makes you think I'm gonna give you the opportunity now? Like what the fuck? Like you're like trying to like threaten me or something to give you a show? Like
you gonna do that shit too?
Yeah, it's like, bro, come on, dog. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
So I'm over it at this moment in time. I'm sure I'll do it again, but like I need like someone to be like at my side for like planning shit like that, you know. Like I'm more of just like a let's get it and go. Like I need a person who's gonna like sit down and be like, yo, we need this and this done by this date. You know what I mean? Like I need shit like that in my life right now.
Yeah, nah, I definitely feel that shit, because we had through our first show and it was kind of like it was good.
Yeah,
we had a good time. It was a good little vibe, but like we had artists flaking.
Oh damn, for real.
Yes, bro. I'm like like, bro, not listening to what we was trying to talk.
Where'd y'all have it at?
Bro, we had it in Oakland at Red Heron Studios.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know the spot.
It's a good little spot, bro. It's small, it's cool, it's intimate.
I think I remember when y'all did. It was like last month, right?
Yeah, it was like a few months ago. August. Yeah. Ken Bongwater, bro. That shit. But I expected more, but it's just like it was our first time doing it.
I think you always gotta like set the expectations a little low, you know.
Yeah,
like
I didn't think about that, bro. I was so excited to throw that shit because I never threw a show before. I'm like, okay, this motherfucker's gonna be. But like, I learned a lot
I bet. Yeah.
Because
how do y'all feel about doing shows now? Y'all want to do them again or not?
I would like to do it again, but it does take time, and I feel like I would need a better team. Not just me and her, but more people that have different skills that we don't have.
Exactly. Figure out where you need to get in, where you fit in. Exactly. I definitely feel that. I'm trying to figure out that shit too, because like there are definitely some spots I'm like hella bad in, but then there are other spots where it's like, oh, I'm like dominating in this. I need y'all to figure out this while I figure out this.
Right.
So it's all about delegating.
Yeah, man, that shit, bro. But like you said though, like the shit get hard, and you want to take a step back, but
frustrating, bro.
Frustrating as fuck. But it's just like it'll be dope to do it again.
I still definitely want to do it again, but like I just can't have it be done like that. Shit, maybe we could, because that shit would be way easier with fucking 3 people than 1 person.
You know
what I mean?
Oh my god, bro. People don't realize the hard shit that go behind the scenes neither. Like
for real.
They just expect the product to be so good, but it's just like, bro, I did a lot of work to make this motherfucker happen.
Yeah. Have y'all ever seen someone else who done a show before? Put on a show type shit?
Yeah, we seen other people, but we didn't know them personally.
Oh, okay, yeah. I had a homie who put on shows all the time, and when he saw me at my first show, because I'm running around like I'm crazy, I'm trying to find people, I'm trying to talk to people, make shit happen. Bro, damn. And my homie's like, bro, are you okay? Right. I'm like, I'm freaking the fuck out right now. And he's
I'm not okay.
Yeah, and he's like, don't worry, you're doing fine. Just chill out. Everything's fine. And I needed that in that moment, but you need someone like that to be like, bro, this shit is fucking hectic, but calm down. Everything's gonna be fine. Right.
Shit, your shit bigger than ours. You had hell artists.
It was it was way too many people for real. It was some bullshit, but it worked out. It was a great event, but if you were on the other side of things, behind the scenes, you'd be like, damn, you know what I mean? What the fuck?
Right. Yeah. Nah, for sure. But that shit wild. I also really like just going back to just the clothing, how you get these artists to wear your shit, or just in photo shoots, because I feel like they get them people that like their music to go buy your shit as well.
Yeah. So I kind of figured that out when I did Rebel U. It's some of these people have big ass pockets of fans that are I fuck with Rebel U now because they did it or whatever. So I was like, oh, why don't I just talk to as many rappers as I can and be like, yo, wear some shit, come to a shoot with me, and I'll get you some free shoots, you could potentially take something home, figure it out. So you just start talking to hella rappers, hella singers, and be like, yo, let's figure out a photo shoot, let's figure out this, try and figure out how you can cater to them in a way that it still is good for them, but it also makes Rebel status look good, you know what I mean? It's you want the best of both worlds. So I kind of just offer free shoots for rappers. I'm like, yo, if you need a free shoot, I'm down, but wear one of my clothes at some point. That's my only option,
Yeah, that's the best thing to do though, for real.
Yeah, and it always works. It's never been a moment where they're nah, I'm not trying to do that, blah blah blah.
So what's no to a free shoot?
Yeah,
man?
Exactly. It's what the fuck? Everybody needs some pictures. What the fuck? You need something posted. But trying to figure out some more shit too. I want to get more into videos and shit this year. Yeah. But trying to figure out that shit, the editing and shit is fun, but
it's a lot of work, bro.
Yeah, I gotta get a good camera and shit. I'm not trying to spend $3K on a Sony.
That's the thing though. A lot of people think that you need something super expensive, but you don't.
Could start on the camera or the phone though.
I mean, I see motherfuckers do some crazy shit with a phone, bro. It's all about what you can create and what you can find that works for you. Because I watched this guy named Volandis, and you should watch him too.
Is he from out here?
Nah, he's from Detroit, but he had a YouTube channel called Volandis. Okay. That's his name.
Check him out.
And I learned a lot of shit just about camera movements and shit like that, because we be shooting short films.
Oh, they be shooting how to hit stances and shit?
Okay. Shit, or just what camera gear to use and shit like that. You don't need the most expensive shit. You just need something that's gonna be good for you, and then learn how to edit. You can tweak anything.
For real. Nah, yeah. I'm starting to get good at the edit game, but the camera, I'm definitely still needing to learn shots and where to pick stuff
composition, all that shit. Yeah. So you'll get there, but shit, we all learn from somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
God, the best motherfuckers came from nothing.
For real.
So Cole Bennett.
Yeah, deadass. That motherfucker do nothing, for real. YouTube University, bro. Learn all that shit.
That's it, bro. All you need is fucking YouTube, bro. People think you need to go to school. I mean,
you can if you want to, but it's
you
what
can learn everything on YouTube.
It's hella funny. Yeah, my girl, she was just yo, I could get us in this marketing class, blah blah blah, and I'm like, I could just use YouTube though. Like, you know, also I just don't like going to school, but like, you know, that's I was never in that shit, but
shit, I'm surprised I graduated to keep it 100.
For real, me fucking
I ain't
too.
no dummy, but I just didn't, but I wasn't fucking with it.
Never had no 3.0, but shit, I graduated.
If I tried, I could have, you feel me?
If I tried, for real.
I did try none of that shit, but nah, for sure, man. Who would you say is your target audience when it comes to your clothing?
I'm gonna be honest, I try and keep it like as general as possible. That's why I like the whole thing of like Rebel, right? Like anyone can kind of like get behind it, like
anybody.
Yeah, so like, you know, personally I'd want like the right people, like, you know, more people that are like, you know, like going through some shit, somebody that's like trying to like overcome some like obstacle, you know what I mean, or like whatever it is, the big system, big America, whatever the fuck. But you know, it's forever who the fuck likes it. If you fucking need some good fashion or some shit, bro, put on some Rebel status, you're gonna be good. You know, but I do like that it could be like anyone, you know, like people take whatever they want from it. Sometimes I have like a quote unquote political stance on it, but it's like, I don't know, people don't get that shit all the time. I remember I had this shirt, it's like a Kids Next Door. Y'all ever watch Kids Next Door?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So it's like the tree, right? But then like I have some like Ku Klux members like getting like hung off of it.
Right.
And
I'll
like
wear that shit.
yeah, and like some people are like, yo, this hella dope, and then some people are like, what is this? I'm like, do I need to explain it? Like,
are you dumb?
Yeah, I'm like, you don't have to like it, but like, you know, this is what it is. You know,
a lot of people will like it though.
Yeah,
Everybody ain't gotta like your shit. That's the thing.
For real,
Like your shit.
Yeah, and that's that's fine. You know, like I'm not trying to get like everyone in the world to wear it, but shit, I'm trying to get this shit, you know, a little overhyped. You know, we're trying to take this shit to Supreme or some shit at some point.
Oh God.
You know,
gonna do like a fashion show or some shit like that?
Bro, I've been actually trying. Like this year, I was talking to hella venues, but like I'm trying to get into like a warehouse or something like big, you know, like so I could like have like a catwalk or some shit.
Right.
But like they're trying to be like, yo, $2,000, $3,000. I'm like, I don't have that kind of money. Like, I can't do that shit right now. There are like bars and shit that are trying to fuck with me, but it's like I don't really want to use like a tight ass bar where people are like talking and like getting fucked up, like to do some shit. Like, you know, I just like submitted to New York Fashion Week, so like maybe we don't know, but you know, shit, yeah, and they're doing like some shit for like upcoming designers and shit. So like I just kind of put in a little hat in the ring. Hopefully you get something, but you never know.
You never know, bro. Anything can happen. That's how I feel about it. As long as you try, you feel me?
Dead ass, yeah, exactly. I'd rather fucking try and fuck up 100 times and fucking never try and regret that shit the rest of my life.
Exactly, and that's what a lot of people be feeling that regret because they never try that shit. If you never try, you'll never know. You could fail 100 times. It literally take that one time and you out of here, bro.
Like, come on, yeah. That's that thing that people get stuck on though too. Like people are like, oh, it could never happen. Like, cause it sounds so outlandish to someone to be like, oh, you could make it doing podcasts or making clothes or whatever.
So, like, other people made it too. Why can't I?
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, come on, that's like
small-minded people, bro. That's why I can't have people in my circle, because then like it's like if you think like that, you can't even be around me, bro.
No, yeah.
Like I don't even want you around me. You with that Debbie Downer ass shit, nigga, because I can do everything I want to.
For real, dead ass.
I was taught that,
figure it out.
Especially, but you know what? A lot of people aren't taught that young.
It's also like I'm not gonna say it's like, but some people just got it and some people don't, you know. That's growing up, like I remember like everyone was telling me that shit, like you should not be doing this, like don't be. I remember like, you know, being like 8 years old and like drawing on my pants and people are like, this is stupid, why the fuck would you do this? And it's like, I just thought it looked cool, like why the fuck does it matter? But you know, like people are like saying like, you know, you need to think about getting a real job or this or that.
What the fuck is a real job?
It's like, bro, it's like, what the fuck, like if I can make my rent and I can do what the fuck I want to do on the side too, like who the fuck cares?
Exactly.
Like, you know, but some people get stuck on that shit and they're like, oh, what are other people gonna think? Like, what if I'm not good enough? Or what if blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you know, like, you're never gonna know unless you actually get there. So
Right. Because I ain't finna be 55, sad and shit. Oh, I wish I would've did this. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah,
talking to my kids, like, I could've did this, but...
Bro, I work in healthcare. Every one of them does that. Like, you find like an older person and be like, man, if I did this, I would have been this. And it's like, well, you didn't. So
exactly.
You're right here.
Stop talking about it. Yeah. Your old ass. You feel me? Like, and I always find it funny how a lot of older people be the ones hating.
For real,
like,
yeah.
Well,
I mean,
this and that. Like,
yeah. That's the thing. People don't even like realize. I feel like, especially like the older generation, is like, you know, like when they're raising us and shit, they think like the world is gonna be like this because this is the way they've seen it for the rest of their lives. But like the world changes for like every generation. You know, like we have no idea like what's going on for kids like for this generation. What the fuck, like elementary or middle school is.
Right, no idea.
So I'm not gonna fucking tell like. X, Y, and Z, like a younger person, like, oh, you shouldn't do this. I'm gonna be like, hey, it was hard for me, so it's probably gonna be hard for you, but I'm not gonna be like, don't do this.
Right, no, do that shit, because you might be better than me, shit.
For real, what the fuck? People can do anything the fuck they want. You just gotta figure out where you fit in, you know?
Exactly. That's a fact, bruh. So, what's next for you, man?
Damn. So, like, this year coming up, I kind of, like, got all my gear already ready. I have, like, a pretty close relationship with my manufacturer. So I sent him, like, all the shit I wanted for this year. And I fucking spent hella fucking bread to get over here. But, so, like
that, you make money.
Yeah, you know? So I'm kind of, like, I have all this shit right now, but I kind of want to, like, take a step back and, like, figure out, like, what's the deal with, like, marketing, you know? Like, I feel like I'm semi-decent at, like, trying to tell people, like, yo, I have this thing out, you know? But it's, like, how do I make, like, this thing, like, something you want to buy? Right. You know what I mean? Like, it can look cool, but, like, how the fuck, you know, do you express to someone, like, this is, like, a lifestyle, or, like, this is a brand, something to, like, invest in, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get, like, rebel status to be, like a community, you know what I mean? Like, I want, like, people behind it. I don't want it to just be, like, clothes and that's it. Like, I want it to be like, oh, like, you're a creative person too, or you do this too, like X, Y, and Z, you know? Like, I want people to, like, rally behind it, and I think I need to figure out, like, what that needs to be, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of just figuring it out, you know? Figuring out the marketing. I'm gonna take a little step back for a little minute, do some shit with the camera work, you know, try and figure it out.
Cut the middleman, man. Do this shit yourself.
For real, I got a homie, Aaron, too, who, like, he's, like, a videographer, and he's, you know, pretty much, like, believes in what we got going on. So, like, he's working with me a little bit. We're trying to, like, figure it out together, you know. Can't hold my own camera every time, you know.
Right. That's a fact.
Trying to figure out some shit. But, you know, it's definitely, like, I feel like I got everything I need, but, like, now I just got to figure out, like, how to push it right. You know what I mean? That's kind of the big question I think I got in my head right now.
Yeah, no, for sure. The thing I be seeing with most of these designers is they send their clothes to people that know how to dress.
Yeah.
Those people that like, oh, they putting that shit on.
I definitely been trying to do that shit.
Yeah, like, bro, like, it's this one guy, he gets sent, like, hella merch and hella little clothes, and he put the outfits together and make people want to buy it. I'm like,
get a little
that
fit
shit.
together.
Yeah,
for real. Nah,
people that don't put that shit on, send that shit to them, bro.
Deadass. No, actually recently, because, like, so I buy for, like, every size, well, not every size, but, like, to a bigger size, you know? I try and get to, like, to 3XL.
Yeah.
So usually,
big boys out
there,
them
big boys, you know? But usually that's the stuff that, like, doesn't sell as well. So, like, I've been, like, sending them to those. I've been going to, like, to the, you know, the bigger community and been like, hey, you know, like, y'all have trouble finding clothes. Let me send y'all some clothes. And y'all can tell me if you like it, you know? So hopefully I'm going to see a couple posts in the new year or something from some folks. I'm trying to get it, like, in front of more rappers too that know how to dress, you know, like, trying to get it to, like, a DB by the bag type of motherfucker, or, like, I'm trying to, like, send some shit to Lil Russell. His ass is fucking getting real drippy and shit. Just, like, trying to get it in front of, like, the right people now, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's kind of starting, but, like, you know, I'm just trying to wait for, like, the avalanche or something, you know? Like, I feel like I'm just, like, one away from, like, a big wave, you know?
No, it's gonna come, bro. It's gonna come eventually, and then you're gonna look back at the podcast and be like, damn, I actually did that.
It happened, a year later, shit, we'll never know.
Yeah, the power of the tongue is real. A lot of people don't realize that, but if you say it, you believe it, and you got that motivation, and you stay consistent, that's really all it is. We see consistency, drop every day.
And I've been listening to that shit too.
That's how I learned how to do that shit. He like, just do it all the time. Then I started seeing shit really grow. Once I didn't do it, I'm like, man, why the fuck I ain't making it? Why the fuck ain't people watching the Vans movie? People ain't tapping in. Because I wasn't really on it. But if you on that shit every day or every other day,
you really got that shit going. I mean, I've been posting every day, like, trying to keep that shit. But that's, like, the thing is, like, I'm, like, posting, but it's like, am I on it? Like, am I figuring out, like, what am I trying to say for the day? You know what I mean? I think that's what I'm trying to figure out, you know? So doing that shit, and that's why I'm, like, trying to put my foot forward, you know? Y'all have been doing, like, a real positive thing for the Bay and shit, so I tried to be positive and send y'all some shit too, you know?
Appreciate that,
man. Hey, you know, of course. I know fucking people need clothes right now. Shit.
Well, put that shit on. You with me?
For sure.
Man. Well, thank you for coming through.
Hey,
You know, sparking up Vans and weed, man. You know, we hope you come back when you get bigger.
For real. We gonna make it happen for sure.
I hope anything that you want to come true, it comes true, bruh. Happy holidays.
Likewise to y'all too.
For sure. Thank you for coming through.
Hey, thank y'all for real. I appreciate it.
For sure. Hey, man, this is another segment, Sparking Up with Vans and Week, man. Once again, we got Rapper Status Co outside with us.
It's cold as fuck.
We out.